If you can't be good, be bad.
Because like I haven't been able to go into that area because like Massapequa is like the garage sale capital of the world.
Massapequa Park is an awesome town.
It is.
I'll have to defend it.
It is.
It's a great town. I love Massapequa Park. This is an unfortunate nut job. One of the sickest people in the world, and unfortunately he lives right by my house. And that's, it's very unfortunate, but the Massapequa Park is the place to live.
It is a great town.
You're never getting back your weed whacker now.
Yeah. Hey, did you ever lend that guy anything? You ever come over for a cup of sugar or anything?
No, I've never seen him. We avoided his house on Halloween.
Imagine that guy. The guy's like 6'4".
Yeah.
Hi, he's weird. Hey, how you doing? You have any butter? I need some butter. Or hey, Joey, I hear you blasting that music. Turn it down.
Right.
I'm trying to sleep.
Right.
Right? And if you knew, yes, anything you want, Mr. Hillman, anything you want.
Yeah, you don't know, man. You don't know your neighbors. That's, I'm nice to everybody all the time anyway. I'm just nice to everybody, I mean, they could kick over my garbage on their bikes. Hey, kids, good job.
Are you afraid of what they're going to find in that guy's house?
Yeah, I mean, they're digging up his yard and stuff like that from what I'm hearing. But what I will tell you is that, from my perspective, is thank God they got him.
Yeah.
Thank God for the families. Maybe this will give them some closure.
Yes, exactly.
And my heart goes out to all the victims. And I'm a strong believer in rest in peace, and hopefully they could rest now that this has moved forward. And on the other side of that, like living in the town and living down the street from a psycho like this, it's gonna be a crazy summer. It's gonna be a crazy summer.
What's it like at night? Like, do they all go home at night, or do you still see lights? And then they come back in the morning. Like, what is it like?
You're talking about the people that come to
Yeah,
The
like
press
the
and all
media.
the craziness. Yeah.
I think the press is pretty much set up. No, they're gone at midnight because I get home from work late at night, and they're gone by then. I think the police lights are always flashing. You can see them on everybody's house.
So they're working 24/7 over there.
They are. They have the street closed off.
I guess they
have it
have to
roped off.
protect the house, I guess, now because
Right. People are going to be trying to get in. Yeah, you're right.
So what I see at night when I get home is like, it looks like around midnight. I'm going to say midnight. The lights on top of the police cars go off.
Wow.
But they're on, pretty much.
Has any of the other neighbors talked to you? Like, what are the other neighbors saying to you?
Some neighbors, like I told you before, I don't know if I said it on here, but one neighbor was saying that she used to make fun of my wife and I for standing at the bus stop with our kids all those years. But my kid's bus stop was the corner of First and Michigan, which is 2 houses away from his house. Not that we had any thought, we just did it. We just, as parents, we just,
You just want to watch your kids, make sure,
Right.
And then now, in hindsight, knowing that there's a serial killer
Right.
at that corner.
Right. And then the other thing is, what else did my neighbors say? My daughter is in track, and she jogs around the neighborhood, and she wants to go for a jog. And I'm like, my gut instinct is always, you jog around the neighborhood after dinner at 7 o'clock at night. I'd ride my bike next to her while she went jogging.
Right.
Because I really can't run at the, I got bad knee. She would be embarrassed because I'm riding my bike next to her, and I'd hear from some people like, you gotta let them grow up.
Right. Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, hey, but you got to go with your instincts, and this has nothing to do with this guy. It's just your instincts as a parent,
Yeah, I know me say Massapequa Park is great and everything, but never had those problems in Brentwood. I'm just trying to get him riled up. He defends Massapequa Park.
Who do you have? Who's famous from Brentwood? Anybody?
Buddy McGirt, the boxer.
Okay.
EPMD, the rappers.
Right. Okay.
Biz Marquis went to Brentwood High School for a little bit.
Okay. Any known criminals of any kind?
No, the only ones I know are in Massapequa Park.
Right. Same here. We have Lorraine Bracco and Billy Joel in Hicksville.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I take that back. We had Robert Shulman.
Who's Robert Shulman?
He worked in the post office over there in Hicksville, and he killed some people.
Right.
Who was the dude that went on the LIRR and shot it up? He was a Long Island guy. What town did he live in?
Oh boy.
Carl Ferguson.
Was that his name? Yeah, the guy just went in the ring, just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, and then defended himself in court.
Right.
Yeah.
He was from Hicksville?
I don't know
I don't remember where he was from.
We got to find that out.
Well, I just feel that now that your town is now going to be like put as a landmark area, so they could go ahead, like, let's go to Long Island. What do you want to go see? Well, it's in between the Gilgo Beach Killer House or Amityville House.
Yeah, it's the
You know, it's like, I
Well,
don't
they're
know
not
which
too
one.
far from each other. You
know.
could
and
do both.
Buffalo's Garage while you're at
Yeah,
it.
right.
Yeah, so it's probably going to become that. It's going to be one of those Halloween houses, maybe. I don't
Yep.
know, but it's a sick reason to go past the house.
That's sick
you know.
because the difference between that one and Amityville Horror was a real murder occurred too.
Let me flip this on
People
you.
forget that was a real murder happening
Right.
in that house. It's not just a
Well,
movie.
they're saying that some of these murders might have happened in the house. I mean, we don't know for a fact yet, but that's
Oh,
some
the
of
murders might happen in his house.
Some of the stories.
Oh,
Well, there's so much
I don't
that's
wanna
still
give,
to
I don't want
come.
to give out rumors, but I've heard
Right.
stuff like that.
This is going to go on for a long time.
go
We're
on
going to
for
hear
a
stuff
long
about him
Yeah.
for a
And
long
you know what
time.
sucks the most is that I had Rex on the guest list for
For the film festival?
Conversations?
yeah.
For conversations.
I had a Rex whole book for conversations, and then he was also coming to the Long Beach International Film Festival. And now we're down to man. I've already paid for his ticket. So now
You think you know a guy.
I'm so disappointed in Rex.
We talked about it a little bit before we went on the air, but there was a block party the other night, which was wild because you could see the police lights,
Right.
and then you see the lights
Right.
from the block party. They were like mixed in.
They still went on with the party, regardless.
I saw it. Was it on the internet somewhere? I did see that the party went on.
Yeah.
And were they playing that song?
No, I'm not even gonna say that song, man. But I'm glad I didn't. I worked that block party a few times. I'm happy that I was working somewhere else.
It would
that
be
day.
hard to work that event.
Well, what do you think? Are you thinking life goes on? You got to keep
No,
going, or you think they should have said, "Let's hold off a week"?
I think that's too soon. But you tell me, you're in the neighborhood. You live there.
What I've heard was that it's a pain in the neck to get everybody to sign these for the block party. Everybody has to sign. It's kind of a pain to get a permit. And the other thing is during the summertime, everybody has different vacations, so they all work
Right.
out their vacations to be on that week. I don't know. My personal opinion, I really can't give you an opinion on if they should have had it or not. They definitely had it. I guess it's a life goes on thing. I'm leaning towards what you said. You said it was too soon.
Right? Yeah.
I think so, but
I gotta say, in all seriousness, I feel bad. You definitely don't seem like yourself, and and I'm not
Yeah.
putting you down. You seem rattled, and I get it. I truly feel bad for you, man.
yeah, it's I would love to say so many things, but I don't want to like joke around about it too much.
Yeah, I get it.
On a joking matter, though, I could tell you that serious stuff that's kind of weird is that my wife had somebody come in to look at to have. We got a new couch now, and you can't pull the blinds down anymore because the couch is like. You have to climb on the couch to get the blinds down.
Right.
So she had some guy come in for electric blinds, and it was like $1,200 for electric blinds. And I said, "You ever see those things that you get a can out off the top of the shelf?"
No, yeah, the grab
Oh,
things.
yeah,
it's like
Yeah.
20 we have one of those in the garage. So I said,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is $20. We don't need that 12." So I said, "Just do this." I'm doing this. But now, after this happened, there's so many people walking past my house now. I'm like, get the fucking electric blinds. Like go get them.
Right,
I'm
right, yeah.
thinking about things differently.
Sure.
And then for real, this really happened. It's been downpouring. It downpoured today, downpoured the other day. And I have a vegetable garden on the side of the house. And the tomato plant's like leaning over, and it's breaking and stuff like that. And I went in the garage. I got a shovel. And I'm walking across my front lawn to go fix it. And I'm thinking to myself, this isn't too good, right? And it's just the shit that goes on in my head now. As I feel, I shouldn't be carrying the shovel.
Yes, exactly.
I'm sorry if I look rattled. Also,
No, nothing to apologize for.
yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like I'm not even sleeping tonight. It's weird, man.
Yeah.
It's weird. Has nothing to do with me. The night before they came out on the news that morning, Friday morning. That night before, I came home from work, and sometimes I go for a bike ride to unwind. I go out I go inside, watch TV, have something to eat, and I go to bed. Right. And I went for a bike ride, and I saw them setting up shop about all this. They were setting up. There was a big bus on First Avenue, and nobody was wearing FBI, no police, no nothing. It was all black. Everybody was wearing all black. And there was a car at the end of First Avenue. It looked like a Honda Civic, black windows, small car, and the two guys are talking. And this is why I laugh. I shouldn't laugh because I laughed when I was doing this on the news.
I know. I saw you laughing.
Because I'm picturing what I was doing. I have this. My neighbor gave me. You ever see those lights that you wear on your head when you ever see those?
Yeah,
things?
sure.
So I was wearing. I don't have a light on the front.
Your
of my
Gooch
bike.
has one of those, Benny.
Right. So I was wearing a headlight on my head. and I have a blinking red light.
A headlight, get it? Headlight.
A literal headlight.
So I'm riding in the neighborhood with that on my head, and on the back of my bike is a flashing red light, right? So you don't get hit by a car, obviously, right? So when I passed First Avenue in Michigan, when I passed those guys, they were laughing at me. They did. It was a funny moment,
Right.
And then I came home and I passed out. In the summertime when the air conditioner's on, you don't hear anything outside. You don't know anything that's going on outside. And
Except fireworks.
yeah, I woke up to my wife seeing something about. She saw something on the Massapequa sites that it was the Gilgo murder or something. She goes, "What?" With that, the phone rings, and it's one of my friends from high school saying, "Nice town you live in." So and immediately you're in shock, and I walked around the corner, and I'm standing all the way off to the side, and I'm just like in shock, total shock. And when you're in shock, you're not thinking, right? So I don't know how they did it, but I was, next thing you know, I was in front of the camera for Fox News.
Right.
I figured I'd just say what I did. But when I talked, I said I went for a bike ride last night at 11 o'clock, and I laughed because I'm crazy. But the comments I'm getting, because I laughed. Why is this man laughing? I'm not laughing about what happened. I was like in total shock.
Right.
Dude, that whole thing went viral. The last time I looked at that particular clip that you sent me, it was like 50,000 views.
That would have been a great time. Like if you went ahead and you produced a show or did anything to go. And by the way, go check out my
yeah.
Go to Long
that's what I'm
Beach
saying.
International Film Festival.
yeah.
You want to have a killer time?
But what a way to promote something, though, man.
That's
You don't want to promote. So
in the middle telling the story, and if you really want to have a killer time, just go to the Long Beach International Film Festival.
But being a comedian during any hard time, it's a tough thing, man. Even during COVID, you can't do comedy. During 9/11, you can't do comedy. Like I'm a comedian. Had this happen in my neighborhood. And there's a million funny things going through your head, but I'm not making fun of any of it. I'm just a comedian. My brain's a comic.
Right, you're not making fun of anyone who died.
Nothing, no.
Yeah.
But the situation you're suddenly put in as a neighbor.
Yeah.
If a murderer lived in the house,
Right.
but didn't murder anybody.
Yeah, no, but
Just-
no. Yeah, he murdered.
I would feel weird sitting on his toilet. Like, I'd be like, this is where this guy fucking took a shit.
contemplating.
I was about to say, planning his murders
This
while
guy sat right here. That would make me feel a little weird.
But I guess I guess people would buy the house or the property because it would be cheaper at that point.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
I would buy it and rent it. That's what I would do. I'd buy it and rent it and not tell anybody what happened.
It'd be a weird B&B.
I'd be like, if you see any ghosts or anything, I don't know anything about that. No, but I think that, with rent...
I'll tell you one thing I've noticed, though, Jeff, because you're bringing up husbands and wives and
Yeah.
stuff. I've noticed since this happened,
Yeah.
my wife's making me breakfast in the morning. She's saying yes.
She's got her act
Being very,
together.
very
Yeah.
nice to me. Very nice. The dog's become second citizen now. The dog was always
You want your
first.
back rubbed? Your feet rubbed?
I had
I'll put your DJ equipment in your van for you right now. Right now.
I had warm underwear the other night. I haven't had warm underwear out of the dryer in years.
Yeah, wow, there you go.
So
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I had socks. I put on socks this morning. I haven't had socks.
All right, see, he is. Joey Petroni's coming around.
Yes, Petroni
Joey
coming back.
Only Joey Petroni talks about warm underwear. This is why I love Joey Petroni.
I've never, and it's the truth, man. I never had warm underwear before. I'm like, what, you
They feel great. They feel amazing on your butt.
I'm like, she goes, don't get used to it. But
She said,
It's always till this thing blows over.
she's actually been very nice to me since this happened. For real.
When things start to go back to the way they were, we'll put something together. We'll make a video or something to make her think like another terrible thing happened in your neighborhood. she'll start loving you again.
I think she's been.
If you can't be good, be bad.